In this video, we will be seeing the AND operator of structured query language, that is SQL. So we use AND operator in the select statement after the where clause. And it is used when we provide multiple conditions in the where clause. So as we know, while selecting the data, we can select the data of table with and without conditions. And to give condition in a select statement, we use where clause. So AND operator is used in where clause. Sorry, in where clause. We can use it one or more times based on the number of conditions we are using. So AND operator is used in where clause to filter the columns data based on multiple conditions. So while selecting the data to provide condition, we use where clause. And after where clause, we will be in general, we will be giving a single condition. But if we want to have multiple conditions, then we can use AND operator to separate those multiple conditions. So in between conditions, we can write AND operator. So when we write AND operator in between conditions, then it becomes compulsory for the conditions to satisfy, all the conditions to satisfy for the coming result. So when we want the result, like if you are selecting the data of columns and you want all the mentioned conditions to satisfy, if you are mentioning 5 conditions for that data, all the 5 conditions must satisfy, then in that case, in that situation, you can use AND operator. So when we write AND operator in between conditions, then it becomes compulsory that all the mentioned conditions should satisfy for selected data. So when we write AND operator, if all the conditions are satisfying, then only data will be displayed. So we can write in simple, that is, if all the mentioned conditions satisfies, then only data is selected or retrieved. So when we write AND operator in between conditions, it in this case, when all the mentioned conditions satisfies, then only data is selected or retrieved. So when we write AND operator in between conditions, it becomes compulsory that all the mentioned conditions should satisfy for selected data. And we can say else data not selected. So how to use AND operator? Let's see the syntax. So syntax for using AND operator is select column names. So first, let's take the select statement, select column names from table name, whatever table we have created, that table name. Select column names from table name. And to provide a condition, we will be using where clause. And in the where clause, we can have condition, where condition. Now, multiple conditions, as I said, for using multiple condition, we use AND operator. So this AND operator can be used like this in between conditions. So now these columns data will be selected from table when both the conditions are satisfying. If any one is false, if one condition is satisfying and the other is not satisfying, then no data will be selected, no rows will be selected. And if both the conditions are satisfying, then only it selects rows from the table based on both the conditions satisfaction, or if when both are satisfying. So let's see it practically. So I have a table called student in the database. So I have this data in the student table. Now I want to add some more rows. Let's add. Sorry, insert into student values. I want to add 3, comma, name as Samir and the course as C. So I will be selecting data, select star from student where ID greater than 1 and course equal to C. This is the data because both the IDs are greater than 1 and both the courses are C. Other condition also you can give. Name equal to Sona. So only one result we get. So both the conditions which we have mentioned should satisfy, then only it will get you the result. So whatever rows it is getting you, in that these two conditions should satisfy. Whatever conditions you are mentioning should satisfy. If any one is satisfying, if the other is not, then so here you can see ID greater than 1, there are 2 rows ID greater than 1. But name Sonam I am giving, which is not there in the table. So we get no rows selected because both the conditions are not true for any row in the table. So when we are using the AND operator, whatever columns data we are selecting, whatever rows we are selecting from table should contain, should have both the conditions satisfied in them. So this is how we can use AND operator in the SQL statement. So for more on the SQL topics, please do subscribe the channel, and also on this channel you will be finding other computer programming languages. So please don't forget to subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching the video.